Today on the bench, I'm going to tie you up one of my favorite walleye flies, and it's called the Dragon Booby. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we'll use a size 1 Mustad C70 SD. We'll use some 6/0 black nano silk to tie with. We'll use some UV2 hot pink purple rabbit strip for the tail, some 15mm plush purple chenille for the body, and some 9mm yellow round foam for the eyes. So to start the fly off, I've got the hook and the vise, and again I'm just going to put on my thread, and I like a nice solid thread for this, like the 6/0 nano silk is excellent, because you want a very stout thread when you tie these eyes in. So I'm going to build up a little bit of thread right near the eyes. Now we're going to take our 9mm yellow foam. Now the foam comes in a variety of different colors. You can see it's got, the whites and pinks and oranges, yellows, grays, everything. But I like the yellow. The yellow seems to work well. So I'm just going to lay right on my hook, right near the top. 2 really good wraps. Then again, figure 8 across, another couple of solid wraps. Pull down quite hard, and then keep tying that in. And just keep figure 8ing those eyes in. And now you can see why I'm using heavy thread, because you want that to really hold well. Wrap in behind, and continue to figure 8 those eyes in until they're nice and set up. Now that you have the eyes tied in, I haven't cut them at all yet. I haven't shaped them. I've just tied them at the head. And I've moved my thread to the rear of the hook. I'm going to take my pink and purple rabbit strip. I'm going to start about halfway up the hook and just wrap that in and wrap right back to the hook bend. And that's going to tie in your tail. And what I like to do is make the tail just a little bit longer than my hook shank. So my shank's about that long, I'll go there and just a little bit longer. It's probably 1.5 times the length of my hook shank. Now that we have the tail tied in, I'm going to tie in the body. And you can see this is a very simple pattern, but very effective for walleye. They just love purple and pinks and offsetting colors. So again, I'm just going to tie it in right at the back. And as you pull this material in, wrap it in, it's really bushy, but just keep pulling it back. And wrap it right up towards your eyes. And you even want to take a couple of wraps right behind the eyes, because that'll hold your eyes in place, and then tie off. Now that I have the body and the tail tied in and the eyes are up front, I'm going to bring my thread forward. So I'm going to actually bring it in front of the eyes and wrap in. Then I'm just, again, going to do a few more figure 8s just around those eyes, just to make sure they're secure and butt it up against that chenille I just put in. So it's wrapped nice and tight so they're not going to move. Build up a bit of a head. And before we shape our flies, we're going to whip finish the thread. Now that we have everything tied in and we're whip finished off, I'm going to actually form the eyes. Now, the length of the eyes, the size of the eye, I like them about 9mm. So I actually take one of my other foam, round foam, and just measure it. So that one's pretty close. This one has got to be cut right about there. Now I know I've got about 2 about the same size. Now just cut off the edges. What you're going to do is work around each foam and just cut off the edges so it kind of forms semi-round eyes. And there it is, the finished Dragon Booby. This pattern in different colors, especially the purple and the pink, works exceptionally well for walleye. I also tied in greens and orange. But these colors here, this pattern, is definitely my favorite. To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one shown, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime. To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. otf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one shown, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.